Badonko. Badoon, Badonko. Ew. Let's see if we're out there. And we are. Look at that. Haha.
Mm-hmm.
We're live. Very much welcome to That Beautiful Life podcast. It's episode 284. And I am Monsieur Roger Bergström. Why am I talking like this? Roger Bergström, all the way from the beautiful Stockholm, Sweden. I hope you are sitting tight and having a good time because we are too, as always. I have my beautiful friend down below me here in the squares, and that's Mr. Kudus Campbell from
Oh,
the beautiful Reading in the UK. Why do I have this French
I don't know.
accent? I'm
So
sorry.
not.
I don't know. I have no idea. My apologies. I hope everyone is fine. It's good to have
Mm,
you here.
it's good to be
Uh,
here. My manager is French, by the way, and she is going to France this weekend. So maybe that's you just sort of like
yeah.
locking in.
Yeah, I'm locking in. It's telepathy. It's something like that going on here.
Yeah,
It's a vibe. It's
you've locked in.
yeah.
So yeah. So how are you doing? How's everything?
Yeah, it's a good question. It overall, I think it's good. It's been a beautiful day. Unfortunately, I couldn't be out so much. It's been a bit warmer, and the sun has been shining.
Mhm.
Very, very nice. It's been a week since we last talked, and overall, it's been good. We had Adam over here over
Ooh.
the when was that? Was it Sunday? I think. Yeah, we had lunch together, and we started to check for maybe doing something together for the summer. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's good to plan those things now. Start to look into it, things like that. Let you know later what we come up with. And then the first 3 days here of the week, like Monday and Tuesday and today, it's been quite busy days. I mean, as I told you, when it comes to my work, I'm mainly sitting exporting files now. Really, fingers crossed that I don't do mistakes when doing so. It's quite tedious work. So what I usually do, since most of my trailers are between 2.5 minute mark, like 2:45 minutes long. So I turn to my left where my music station, like workstation is,
Mm-hmm.
and I do what I need to do. I start to render the file for that particular channel. I turn around and I look, maybe look at a YouTube Shorts meanwhile, and then like, oh, I think it's 2:30 something. Look back, okay, so next channel 29, da da da, and go on. So for example, for today, I did it only till noon because then I had to leave to go a bit even more south from me, where I live,
Mm-hmm.
to the rehearsal studio where the band has its studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I met up with the bass player Gunnar, and also our former. I think I said this. We have a new constellation also with just a trio. Me, the bass player, and also the former keyboard player in the group, Captain 59. So we are doing a little thing on the side here, which is kind of funny. But today it was one of those tech days. We rerouted, so to say, the microphones and everything from my drums, and it's like 10 microphones, quite a lot to deal with into the computer and everything. And yeah, it was technical problems. That's what I'm getting to. So it became like a long afternoon. We solved maybe 75-80% of the problem, but we aren't really done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, typical. Came home and just realized I'm too tired to go to. Well, I actually did work out yesterday very late here at
Mm-hmm.
home because I've been so busy. I haven't been able to get to the gym. So I worked out in the basement with some gear I have here, and yeah, so that was like, I think, like 10:30 p.m., which is quite late
Mm-hmm.
to do like a workout, but I needed it badly.
Did you work out by
So that,
yourself or did you have like Isaac
not
join you?
myself.
Mm-hmm.
Myself. Yeah. Quite short and intense, and then I took a shower and went to bed. Literally, that's basically what I did. So yeah, I'm a bit tired, but otherwise than that, it's good. Now, as you know, it's like the week of Easter, like it's Eastern weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that for tomorrow, like Thursday, I think Annalie and most people here in Sweden at least are working half day,
Mm-hmm.
which means that they work maybe to 1, 2 p.m. and then whoosh, they go home. So that's going to happen. Isaac, though, he's getting into the biggest project of the spring season when it comes to his education and everything. So they're going to film like Thursday all through the weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they go in quite far out from the city, so they need to. I think they're gonna at least spend 2 nights there at a some kind of cottage and some cottages around there, and they're filming at night.
Mm.
So they yeah, a lot of stuff going on there. So we'll see. So I think when it comes to like an Eastern dinner or something, maybe Friday Eve, it's mostly gonna be me, Annalie, my wife, and Adam. That's
Ooh,
how it's good. Well, we haven't
okay.
asked Adam yet. We need we
No, you just
probably
have
need
to.
to ask him.
You just have to assume he will turn up. You just have to be like, look,
Yeah.
you'll turn up. It's okay.
You want dinner? Yeah. Okay, come.
Yeah, free food, free food. You don't have to go
Free
out and
food.
buy food.
Exactly. There
That's
we
it.
go.
That's the best. Like, if I could go to my mom's house right now and eat free food, I would do it. I would do it.
100%. Me
Yep.
too. Same.
The
Same.
food is just good food. You know. You know when
Yeah.
you know when your mom cooks, it's like it's amazing. And your wife can cook. I mean, Annalie cooks
Yeah,
amazing food.
absolutely. Yeah, she does. She does. No, it's true. I am so happy. So, if the stomach is happy, most of the rest of the body follows and is happy, right?
Yep.
But no,
Yep.
it's true. It's true. But
Yep.
yeah, free meal, never wrong with that. Don't say no. I don't.
Never
Two
wrong.
sports
Ooh.
events I want to mention.
Oh,
They have.
I think I know one of them. Can I say
Yeah,
the
you
one that
know.
I
I
think
know
I
you
know?
know.
Can I say
I
the one
know
I
you
think I
know.
know? Because
Yeah, of course
my
you do.
boy Victor Gulkeres, who is
Yes.
Swedish,
Yes.
he did it. He got Sweden to
Yes.
the World Cup. So, and he's
Yeah.
an Arsenal player. So,
Yeah, it's great. I mean, so exactly. One of the things that happened simultaneously yesterday is two events that
mhm,
are, well, of my interest, so to say,
mhm,
as a Swede and also interested in two of the, well, these sports. So exactly. First off, football. Yes.
mhm.
Sweden won over Poland with 3-2. I
Yep.
wasn't able to watch well, we don't have, it's a stupid one of those expensive cable channels that we don't have.
Yeah.
We listen to the radio.
Mhm,
I was streaming before that. It's been like something every evening here.
mhm,
Band rehearsal Monday evening also. So yeah, whatever.
mhm.
But and then I watched the goals and everything afterwards, and it was great stuff.
Amazing.
Really, really good. As you say, Victor is really good. He did a hat trick the match before.
Mhm.
So like it's nice to see because Swedish, like the male football team has not been good for a long time.
Yeah, it
And
hasn't.
now they have a new coach and there's some new players that are showing themselves, and it's really, really nice to see. I'm happy. It was there's a clip actually when they score the third goal, which is like a flipper thing going on. The ball is going like from the goalie out again and into the post and out again, and then finally they get it in. It's Victor, I think, yeah.
Oh.
And it's like you should hear the Swedish commentator. He goes, he gets so excited. It's always fun to listen to those kind of things. So that was nice. Sweden has
Can
advanced
I
now
guess the
for two.
second one? Can I also guess the second one
Yeah, yeah,
before
please
you
do.
continue? I'm gonna guess this has something to do with hockey, but finish what you were saying about Sweden advancing. I'm just gonna guess. That's what I think the second one is. But yes, go on.
It's yeah, you know me, Very, very, very good guess. Yeah, it's playoffs here in Sweden when it comes to the highest hockey league here in Sweden called SHL, and my hometown team is well, that's Skellefteå, and they have always been good, like always, always. And to this year, they have a really good team. They won the series, and they now won the last match yesterday. They won, so they okay. Basically, what's happening in the playoffs, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, the finals. It's a long series. They are best out of 7 matches, but Skellefteå won the first 3 in a row, like quite clear. I shouldn't say easy, but definitely without a doubt. And then they actually lost one. They had a long streak of wins. But yesterday, at the same time when Sweden was playing football against Poland, they were up north again. They've been south. It's been Malmö, played against Malmö,
Mhm.
south team. So, and they won with 4-0, quite a great game. I saw the goals afterwards. It looked great. So they are in the semifinals now.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was kind of a happy, late evening when you're like, hey, yeah, look at that, Sweden won, yeah, and look at that, my favorite team. So there you go. So you were right. Both
Yeah.
football and ice hockey.
Ah, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. I mean, I didn't watch the highlights for the Sweden game or get to like actually see the score or anything like that. All I knew is I was listening to ESPN on the way to work, and
Aha.
they mentioned Victor Gokras scoring to get Sweden through to the
Mm.
next round, and I was like, what? Brilliant, because I haven't really been keeping up too much with all the matches for this World Cup qualifier thing because I've just been busy. But
Yeah, yeah, same here. It was like, yeah, yeah, whatever. But it's cool. You know, it
it's
was a long
cool.
time ago. It was a long time ago. I mean, we came like third place, bronze
Hmm.
in the World Championships '94.
Hmm.
That's a long time ago.
Hey,
That was epic, though. I remember that. But yeah, hey, let's see.
that's still good. That's still good because there's some teams and countries that haven't gotten anywhere close to that. So
No.
that's an amazing achievement.
Yeah.
That being
Yeah.
said,
So that's that. Yeah. And what about you then?
it's
The
been
week.
busy. It's been busy. I've been busy. I've been just trying to get through a lot of things. Obviously, Emmy takes up a lot of time because she's a
Of
baby
course. Of
and she
course.
needs people to hold her and cuddle her and talk to her and change her and all the things that babies need. Excuse me. The kids are off school now. They're on Easter break, so
Oh, they are. Yeah.
they're at home right now.
Mm.
I'm still at work. I'll be in the office tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get to leave half day. But
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
love that.
That was my question. Yeah.
I would love to leave early tomorrow. That would be amazing. All right, I'd get home early. I'd be able to see my family a little bit and stuff like
Exactly.
that. But I am off on Friday and I'm off on Monday as well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I'll have a nice long enough weekend before I have to get
Right.
back to the office. As I mentioned, my manager, she's going for for the rest of the week mostly. I think she's back for one day and then she's going again. Um,
Oh. Okay.
so
Hmm.
I'm gonna be riding solo for most of next week. For Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be riding solo. Thursday, she'll be back. Friday, she's gone again. I'll be riding solo on Friday. So, so yeah, it's gonna be. I said Monday, Tuesday. I'm not in on Monday. So just Tuesday
Yes.
and Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So anyway, that's that.
Mm.
Other than that, we've had more family members come over to see Emmy. We
Ah.
had a close family friend come over yesterday, and her and her daughter. They spent the day over here, and spend some time with Emmy and all that kind of stuff. Everyone wants to see her, and so
Nice.
forth. I've had a few colleagues in work. Oh, can I see pictures and so forth? You do. So there's been that, and yeah, it's just been busy.
Mm.
It's been quite hectic. As like I was saying to you before we started the podcast. I haven't even had dinner yet. This is my dinner. My sister just snuck in here
Oh. Okay. Okay.
and put this on my desk. Like she just sort of crawled in. That's why I looked this way because
Oh.
she
Okay.
was.
I didn't notice. I didn't
I
notice.
didn't notice her come in. I just saw someone there, and she was like handing me this little bowl. And then when I looked
Oh.
into if you guys look back at the footage, you'll see like a red light kind of glow behind me. That's her coming in because that's the light on the door to show everyone that I'm live.
Yeah.
She came in,
Okay.
handed me my food. So I've got some
That's nice.
what looks like mashed potatoes, some salad, and what I believe is chicken, or
Yeah.
maybe fish.
Okay.
It's one of the two. But either way, dinner I won't be able to eat it yet. I've got these lozenges. I've got a long cough that's sort of stuck with me for a while. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much that to speak of. But because I've been so busy, I have not really had a lot of time to game or watch a lot of telly and so forth. But I've been reading a lot. And
Oh, you have.
that sort of transition into our topic of the week, this week's title for the episode, which is it shouldn't say watching. I actually need to change that title. Is it worth reading?
Yeah. Nice.
Because it's not an anime. It
Mm-hmm.
is a webtoon. All right. So
Mm.
it's a webtoon called Hero X Demon Empress. And I stumbled upon this because of YouTube. So every now and then there are these guys on YouTube who they do like these sort of montage kind of videos. They'll do a clip explaining the story of a webtoon, and I read a lot of webtoons. And sometimes some of them catch my interest. So the story of this
Right.
webtoon is about this hero and this demon queen, and he's supposed to defeat her. and so forth. But they end up, things change in the storyline. So the storyline sort of generally is along the lines of she's like this really powerful overlord from, like, like when you think of like worlds, like fictional fantasy worlds and stuff like that. And he's supposed to be the hero that comes from a different world and is supposed to like stop her, right?
Oh,
So he is a hero from a different world and he's supposed to stop her.
okay.
But he comes from a different world and he's like, dude, you know what? I don't want to leave this first village. You're in the first era where you're supposed to train and level up and get to understand the mechanics and stuff. And then once you've got to a certain level, you move out into the greater world and you start fighting monsters and you level up your skills and your magic and all. No, my guy decides, you know what? I just want to have a nice, relaxed life. That's all I wanted in my normal life. I'm just going to be a farmer. So he stays in the first area and he just farms. All of his stats keep skyrocketing. It's just like going up +1. And he's just farming and crafting stuff and he's living his dream. He's like, yeah, this is amazing. And there's an AI that's supposed to like tell him what to do. So it's like, you need to leave this place. Like, you need to get out there, sir. And he's like, yeah, I'm just going to ignore you and I'm going to just keep farming. And it gets to the point where the AI is not expecting that. He's supposed to leave. So the AI keeps trying. It's nagging him until the point where the AI just fries and just like, it stops working. And he's like, perfect. Now I can just have my peace. I can stay and farm for the rest of my existence. And so that's what he does. He farms, right? Oh, I think I missed the weekly updates. It's fine. You can always go back and listen to it. So he's farming. My guy's living the farming dream. And then what happens is the demon overlord queen, she ends up taking over the whole world and everything like that. But she's not really interested in like, getting rid of people and all that kind of stuff. She just wants everyone to sort of like her to just rule the world. But at the same time, she wants to fight a strong person. She wants someone to give her a challenge. So she sort of like brings the whole world together. Everyone kind of serves underneath her. Anyone who questions her, she just gets rid of them. And she's waiting for this hero to come because there's a prophecy that the hero will come and he'll pull this sword out of the ground and he'll get rid of the demon queen. And she's waiting for him to come. But my guy's farming. He's the legendary. He's off there farming. So years pass and the world gets to this sort of like, this nirvana where everyone's sort of chill because she's not doing anything else other than sitting in the throne room waiting for him, really. So everyone's sort of like getting along. All the monsters are getting along with humans and they're farming and they're like neighbors and everything's chill. And she gets fed up. She's like, where's the guy who, the oracle who said like this guy was going to come. The oracle comes in and he's cheering for her. He's like, oh, queen, yes. And she's like, what's wrong with this madman? Like, he was saying a hero was supposed to come. He's like, screw the hero. And then what happens is that he just, in the end, she decides, you know what, screw it. If he's not going to come to me, I'm going to come to him. So she pulls the sword out of the ground and the sword takes her, to him. And then the story continues. That's where the story begins. That's the build up.
Wow.
So it's quite a read.
That is, I think it's a cool setup. It's an interesting story, I would say. Like, if you think about it, we have both been playing also a lot of different games and everything, and we have gone through tutorials and that training area, whatever it might be. It doesn't matter what genre it is of a game. It's like that, and then you, as you say, you might get into the real world or start PvPing or something, but not this guy.
Imagine you just stay in the training area and just decide, I'm gonna be a farmer. And the game is like, no, you need to leave. And he's, nope, I'll stay here. I'll just be a farmer. Right? And it is absolutely hilarious. I think how many chapters am I in? So I have my handy dandy tablet.
Okay.
And I read on this all the time. This is my
that is cool. Yeah.
This is my little reading tool. I have read about, I want to say,
that's funny,
52 chapters of this, and I'm still going. Okay. And there's 91 more for me to read to catch up to the series. So I'm enjoying it. And the good thing about the series as well is that it's not like adult or mature in any way. It's very and I say that in the sense like there's no like sexual content or anything like that. It's literally just it's I think it's just tame but funny and hilarious, and it's got a little action and stuff like that. There's no, for the most part, I don't think there's much goriness. There's a bit of it. You know, because, there's a few heads popping off and stuff like that.
Of course.
She doesn't play. She doesn't mess about. He's kind of chill and calm, but she does not mess about. If anyone kind of crosses her, she's just like, like, she don't mess about. But again, it's a good read. I highly recommend it. I don't even know what its rating is. Let me actually see if this has a rating on IMDb. On what's it called again? Minimalist. Let's see.
And also, hi Alex. I hope you're fine. Having a good week.
Yeah, she's probably got Emmy just.
As Q said, you can check out our update part if you want to afterwards or later.
Yeah,
it's been some.
You can go by and check it out. It's not on Minimalist. I think the official place where it is Manga Dex, and they have it at an 8.3.
Okay.
I would put it up there. I would say it's about an 8. I think it's an 8, 9, somewhere around there is where I would put it. I think it's really, really good. I think it's entertaining. I think the only thing I would say is that I think the chapters are a bit short. That's the only sort of like, I wish the chapters were a bit longer, because I can imagine if I'm reading this week in, week unreleased, this would annoy me. But because of the fact that I've got this has more than 100 and something chapters and I'm catching up to the series, it's fine. But if I'm reading this week to week and having such short chapters, it would irritate the crap out of me. So yeah, is there an anime for this? No, it's a webtoon. I think it will get an anime at some point, because it's sort of like, it's in the same vein as something like Solo Leveling. So I think it could potentially get something like that, but it just comes down to.
It sounds like it has, potential to become that too.
It does.
But again, the story, the twist. I kind of like the twist there. It's like.
It's super cool. It's super adorable. I like the characters. I think it's cute. I think it's just a really nice story. And the two characters, they look good. They look good. And there's a bunch of other interesting characters that you meet along the way. There's this aspect about the Demon Empress that is absolutely hilarious. And not just her, but every other character as they relate to the hero. But it's something that you get to, like, as you realize it, you're just like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird but funny at the same time. And with him, all he cares about is just his peaceful little life, farming, doing his farming stuff.
Yeah.
But not everything is as it seems. So that's where I'll leave it at that. Please feel free to check it out. I think it's worth the read if you're looking for something to read. That's all I've been able to really consume sort of this week. I can't even say I've played eFootball much this week as well. So I've got one little thing to mention about that when we get to the gaming, but yeah, it's that's pretty much it. That's my.
It's one of those weeks, it's busy. That's how it is sometimes.
Emmy's taking all my time pretty much when I'm my free time when I'm not doing anything else for the most part.
That's great. That should be. It's good that you're prioritizing like that. It's as we talked about last time, Time travels fast. And
you know what? As you say that, I forgot to mention, Emmy, Ty, and I went out for a day in town over the weekend as well.
Oh,
yeah. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. We went out. We had a nice time out up until Ty pooped himself. Actually, no, not poop. He weed himself. Sorry, he weed himself. Right. He weed himself. He was holding in his wee while we were in because we were just popping into shops and looking at cool stuff like comic books and stuff like that. And he didn't want to tell me, "Oh, Dad, I need a toilet." He wanted to stay and watch the comic books.
Okay, it was too exciting.
And then I noticed him doing the happy dance.
Yeah.
And I was like, Ty, do you need a toilet? And he's like, yeah, but I can hold it. And I was like, mate, no, you can't. Let's go find a toilet. By the time he got to the toilet, he had weed himself. So it was
right.
We had to go home after that, but it was all right. It was all right. We still had a good time. Up until that, we had a good time. So it was
good.
Cool. It was
nice. Cool. Nice to hear that. Yeah.
So Raj, you've been watching something that has an actress in it that I know, that you know, that we know, that we grew up with, right?
We grew up with.
The younger generation.
Actually, two. There's actually two.
Oh, I only saw one name so far. I haven't looked.
Definitely. I'll let you know.
I haven't seen the other name yet. So
I got you covered, bro. I gotta tell you.
Oh, I see the other name. I see the other name.
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Go for it. Let's go.
Yeah, private info. Could have left it out. Yeah, maybe so. Not what I said, but yeah, it's between you guys. You talk about it. I'm going to talk about Scarpetta. Scarpetta is a series on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
A new one,
Mm-hmm.
2026, this year production.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, before I talk about it, I just saw that they made a post, some of the actors. Yeah, it was funny also. Maybe on X or something that, oh, yeah, you guys seem to like it. We're going to make another season. Yoo-hoo. You know how it is, right?
Ooh,
You never know.
the good stuff.
Season 2 premiere 2027. That's already, we know that's going to happen, but it's a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, this is Scarpetta, and it's about a woman, a brilliant forensic, yes, and very driven, very intelligent pathologist, and she uses forensic technology to solve crimes. So
Mm-hmm.
this is like a crime drama, mystery thriller, but also with some almost comic, things going on.
Mm-hmm.
And the comic part is mostly due to her sister in the series. So who is this then? Yeah, the name I'm thinking of is Nicole Kidman. Nicole
Mm-hmm.
Kidman plays this pathologist, and it's one of those series, and it does one thing that I'm not always too happy about in series, when it goes back and forth between where we are now and what happened many years ago.
Oh,
Like
okay.
go back in time, but they do that really well. Of course, then it's other actors because they were like they were younger, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So Nicole Kidman is playing this pathologist, and she has a sister that is completely the opposite. And that is actually that was I think that was the name you reacted about, and that is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, it was
And
Jimmy Lee
Jamie Lee
Curtis.
Curtis, I mean, she's OG. I mean, remember she can do almost everything. She has
Yes.
this also comedy vibe. Think about A Fish Called Wanda or Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's like she's awesome, and she's still good looking for her age.
I
She
was about
plays
to
like a
say, I was
yeah,
about to point that
dude, in
out.
this
Back in
series,
the day, oh
she
my God. Oh,
yes, look at her. She's
oh.
hot. She's like she dress up. She has probably a bit maybe too much money also here. She drinks too much wine all the time. She
Mm-hmm.
talks all the time. She gossip.
Mm-hmm.
She has, she dressed like sexy, and
Mm-hmm.
she's the opposite of the character of Nicole Kidman. So it's like, these clashes they have like sisters in between. Oh man, we get to know the families a bit when it comes to their husbands also.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Cannavale is another name. You will recognize the faces if you
Mm-hmm.
watched enough of series and things like that. And either way, me and Anneli is watching this. It's not like, how should I put it? It's good. It's
Mm-hmm.
good, and it's very much thanks to characters like, as I said, Jamie Lee Curtis and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bit exciting in between, like these cases going on, and like put like puzzle together here what's going on. So it kind of goes back and forth between like the drama and the crime, but also these moments with people interacting with each other, both like at work but also private, with their families and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of charming. It has a 6, I think, on IMDb, which isn't like great.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to put it a bit higher, 6.5 or even closer to 7,
Yeah. Yeah.
somewhere around there. I think it's worth watching,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you like this kind of style of series.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and also, as I said, when they announced that there will be a season 2, when they revealed that they got got to know that they were able to do a second season,
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Lee Jamie Lee Curtis, there was all 4 of them, so like the main characters in this series. And she was like, she was almost as she was in character still when she was talking. It was like, oh my God. No, she's great. I mean, Nicole Kidman is of course very good as well.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a pity though, because when you look at Jamie Lee Curtis, and she's of course older than Nicole Kidman,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. But Jamie Lee Curtis, I can't really see. She hasn't really done any like plastic surgery. I think
Mm-hmm.
she looks very natural.
Yeah.
But when you get like close up with Nicole Kidman nowadays, I mean, she's beautiful.
She is.
I
She
think
is.
so. But she has done a lot of work when it comes to the facial stuff.
Yeah.
like a nose and whatnot. So
Mm-hmm.
it's that's a bit of a pity, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that natural aging thing, but hey, it's Hollywood, and I can understand that not
I'm with you
everyone
on that. The natural
can.
aging thing is beautiful, and
It is. I think
you know,
so.
growing up in the '90s, Jamie Lee Curtis was yeah, she was just hot. Like like you know, some of the shows that the movies that she was in, you'd see her, and she was very daring. You know, in some of the stuff that she wore and all that kind of stuff in films, and you know, and she was just attractive to just
Oh yeah,
to
yeah,
start
yeah,
with.
yeah.
And she's played so many roles from comedy roles to action movies to, you know, like you
Hmm.
mentioned, just across the board. She's been in a lot of different films. So you look at her catalog of films that she's had, and they're amazing. You know, it's absolutely amazing. Nalu,
I agree.
hello, and I see you
Yeah,
gotta
hello,
go.
Nalu. Haven't had the chance to say hi. Hope you're fine.
Gotta
Hope you're
go
fine, man.
shopping. Yeah, Nalu, if you're looking for opinions on Hero X Demon Empress, you go back and listen to the beginning of the episode. We covered that one already. But yeah, it's nice to have you
Yeah,
pop in by.
take care, man.
Take care. Have a good time shopping.
Have a good Eastern. Yeah, a beautiful Eastern holiday. Yeah.
Yep. Indeed, indeed, indeed. But yeah, I am
Mm.
actually keen. I mean, look, I like a lot of Jamie Lee Curtis. So like initially, I saw the Nicole Kidman, and I was like, oh, Nicole Kidman. Okay, cool. But then
Yeah.
when I saw Jamie Lee Curtis, I was like, this is my kind of movie.
Yeah, and also, those them together,
Yeah.
just that, to see that is worth it in
Yeah.
my book at least.
Yeah.
And as said, they are so like their characters are like when when you take two magnets and you like turn them around so they are repelling each other like this,
Yes.
it's like mine is against mine is you can't push them together, right?
There's such
Um,
opposites.
it's
Um.
yeah, and then there's this. Not going to spoil too much, but there's a daughter that Jamie Lee Curtis has in the series that has been living for a long time with Nicole Kidman, like the
Mhm.
second sister. Then, and that is also problematic. It's like deep wounds
Yeah.
around that, why that happened and everything. And I won't spoil anything, but it's there, and
Mhm.
she's there,
Mhm.
and yeah, well, if you watch it, you'll get to know it. But it's no,
Thanks.
it's a nice series. I can't really think of any other
It's in
words
the
right now, but
It's in the watch list. That's it. That's it. It's in the
yeah,
watch list.
cool.
This one is a I mean, it's hard not to watch something that Jamie Lee Curtis is in. So I mean,
It is. I agree with
it's
you.
a cheat code to put her in a film for me.
Yes, it is.
I'll just have to watch it. I don't have a choice in the matter. So yeah, this one is going into the watch list. I'm trying to open I'm trying
Beautiful.
to log into IMDb so I can add it to my watch list. But the damn thing, it won't
it,
it won't
it
let
won't let
me.
you.
All right, I got it. I got it done.
Mm,
It's in the watch list. Perfect. All right,
there you
cool.
go.
You know what the thing is though. I've got to a point where sometimes like there's so many films I want to watch, so many series and all that kind of stuff, and it's like wow, like we like it feels like time is flying so quickly that
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, there's like a million new films and a million new games and a million new this and a million. I want to try it all, but I don't have so much time. How will I do
Yeah.
it? The
Same.
horrors,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah. It is what it is. I think it's like yeah, it's interesting when you say that because we talked about these things in like general manner
mhm,
because like the society everything is going very fast now.
yeah,
After we got the internet going, the smartphones and
yes,
social media, everything started to get faster and faster. Now we also live in time of deceive or a misinformation.
mhm,
It's like has kind of boosted when it comes to it's so easy to do like fake news or whatever have you because
mhm,
you can use AI and you can use like images that might look like something real or it can be taken from a whatever video game and you claim that it's from a conflict whatever have you. So much going on, and
mhm,
unfortunately some people are paying for that as well, so yeah, there you go.
mhm,
But it's interesting. So with that said, when the head is going really fast and you also have a lot to do all the time, it's hard to find those moments to, as you say, just to sit down, relax, and enjoy a good film or a good
mhm,
series. It's a but I found it to. It also has to do with where we're at in life. I mean,
mhm,
right now you are where I was many years back, of course, having small children, and a
Yeah.
baby, like, that's, and it's lovely, it's amazing. But of course, that also takes a lot of time and work, so to say.
Hmm.
Now I can, of course, I can do, I can watch these things quite more now, of course, than I
Hmm.
could before.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it's just, but you have to pick, you have to choose, right?
Yeah.
You can't, as you said, you can't watch them all. That goes with gaming. I mean,
Yeah.
the last 1.5 years, I played much less than I usually do,
Hmm.
especially due to all the music making. It's priorities. You just have to.
You do.
So yeah, and it's also been a lot of games that I haven't been that interested in either when it comes to some of my main genres, if you will.
Hmm.
So it's a bit like, yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
But
It is definitely that. It is definitely a thing where you do start weighing stuff and you do start considering, okay, is this important? Is this not important? And so forth. And like with regards to the whole reading thing, I found reading to be a bit more relaxing for me.
oh, it is.
More
It's
so,
good.
yeah. It's more
It's
so
the
than
best in many ways. It is. I,
it
I
is.
am. I feel a bit guilty for not reading as much as I did like many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Annalie is still reading books. She
Oh,
is. I very seldom do that anymore, and I think I need to get back into it because it's very, very, as you say, it's very relaxing.
it is. It is.
And
Especially like
also,
on
yeah,
the train ride home, I pull up my tablet and I sit there and I read. And sometimes I'm having like I've had a rough day, or I'm a bit tense, and it just calms me down. I'm reading. I'm having a laugh. I'm
yeah,
losing myself in a story,
yes, yes,
and it's good. Because
mm,
I pick up my phone and I start reading news about the world and I start getting depressed. I,
exactly. Yeah,
you
that
know,
can go fast. That can
that
go fast,
that
man.
goes so fast. I see YouTube and I get distracted with like a million things. I go on Instagram and there's just a bunch of just crap. But when I take out my tablet,
Mm,
because I've specifically set my tablet up where there's nothing on this other than reading apps. So I've got like
mm.
Audible and Kindle and manga apps and all that kind of stuff. And so I just read. That's all I do on this thing. I
Yeah, yeah,
I
good.
just read with it, and I keep it in my backpack almost every day. I take it with me, and it's good.
No, it really serves a purpose. I hear that, and that's nice to hear. I think that's really, really good. And I think we're touching again this kind of like wholeness kind of thing of finding balance between things,
yeah.
both like the good things and the bad things, as you mentioned. I tend to sometimes get too much. I don't. I can, though, especially now becoming older. I can. I believe I can separate things a bit better sometimes,
Hmm.
when it comes to emotions.
Yeah.
I don't get that emotional in the same way as when I was younger. And I
Hmm.
think that's good sometimes
Hmm.
because you can be a bit more rational about things.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
uh, because I think also one thing that is very a bit lost today also is
Hmm.
this critical thinking.
Hmm.
People tend to lose this ability because they are so afraid of like not being political correct or
Hmm.
fit into a certain group of
Hmm.
people, if that makes sense. It could
Hmm.
be an ideology like political or
Hmm.
religion for that sake. So it's
Hmm.
like yeah, I think that's important, but it also means that we have to balance things. And for me, I think it's not try to digest everything like every day, as you said, when you
Yeah.
get into onto certain social media or read news a bit
Hmm.
too much, because I like to be how do you say, informed.
Same.
I
Same.
want to know what's going on.
Hmm.
I try to get information from different parts of the world and
Hmm.
everything to put something together that might be in between things here. But it's not easy. But
It's
with
not.
that said, as you said, because watching a TV series, it's great. A movie, it's great. But that is served to you. Like, you
It's
don't have to do
passive.
that much. Exactly. When
Hmm.
you read a book, I mean, sure, you can read a book with pictures, definitely, as you're doing. But I'm also thinking about reading like a book with all
Like a
the
novel
letters.
or
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever novel, for example. Then your imagination, your brain has to deal with all the information. Like, oh, maybe she looks like this, and oh yeah, of course, in this environment here where he is a farmer,
Hmm.
probably like this.
Hmm.
It's like when you start to draw those pictures in your head and mind.
Hmm.
I think that's when you get lost in that. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the things as well, as we're talking about books, I also have a book that I wanted to buy. Actually, I just opened my Amazon account to just check and see if
Right.
because the thing with this book is that I searched for it on Amazon, and I searched for it on my phone, and it was a book by a this was more of a motivational type of book, and it had something to do. I think the title had something to do with why. I can't find it right now. I don't see it here on my wish list, because I usually when I
Right.
find something I like, I add it to my wish list, and I'll pick it up at some point or the
Oh,
other.
that's nice.
But anyway, I've got it somewhere in my phone somewhere. But the point is that this book is it was a I watched like a TED talk kind of thing from this CEO,
Yeah.
and he was just talking about how when when he ran his companies and stuff like that, the way in which they did certain things, and his perspective, because his perspective was people focused. He was like, it was more along the lines of like, people don't leave jobs, they leave bad managers and bad management and so forth. And so it was,
Mm.
he went through sort of like, a simple thing they did, which he called it, what did he call it? He called it duvet days. And I was like, sorry, what's a
Mm-hmm.
duvet day? A duvet day is basically, you get up one morning, you got to go into work. It's like a Monday or something, and you don't feel like it. You call in before your shift, let's say 30 minutes before your shift. You call in and you say, hey, I'm taking a duvet day. And they're like, all right, cool. And that's it. The duvet day, you get like, let's say everyone gets about 8 for a year. And essentially, it's sort of like a day that you just take for yourself. You could go do whatever you want. It's like a mental health day. You just take it and you relax
Aha.
and you
Yeah. It's
refresh.
like time out. Yeah.
It's a timeout kind of thing. Because the thing he was saying, he was like, people already take duvet days. They just say that, they just lie and say they're sick and stay home.
Yeah. There we go.
He was
I
like,
was thinking about that when you said it.
he was like, look, we just found a ways that's like, to sort of, I guess it's to sort of like structure it in a way that people don't feel guilty about it at the same time, but it also builds a sort of
Yeah.
a positive relationship between you and your work, and it's not, and work should be a balance between your life and work. It should, not balance, but it's sort of like a symmetry with it,
Yes.
because
Yes.
at the end of the day, he was saying something about like work-life balance, and a balance
Mm-hmm.
is basically two opposing forces. You don't want work and home to be opposing. You want them to be
True.
a part of the same ecosystem.
Right.
So
That's true.
he went into some really deep stuff, and I was like, I saw his book, and I was like, oh, I need to buy this book. I haven't picked it up
Yeah.
yet. It's about £10. I need to grab a copy of it. But
That sounds interesting. The little you just told me makes a lot of sense.
yes,
And I
definitely,
think that's what most people are struggling with, both the
yes,
actual employees, but also the companies.
yes, yeah,
It's
definitely,
very few places that manage to get that
perfect
well.
balance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. I say
So,
balance, but that's not even the word. The symmetry. But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that being said, where were we? We went to a tangent, didn't we?
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, we were talking about we have been. Well, you have been reading, and I have been watching. So I talked about Scarpetta. So I guess
It's Vijama Games, and we've got a
it's
Vijama
Vijama
game
Games.
on the screen that you are playing. Actually, that's actually your gameplay footage that you sent over
Yes,
so kindly. Because I
yes.
had no footage because I haven't been playing.
It's
So,
perfectly fine.
let's hear about it, Raj. You've been playing
Hmm.
some Pew Pew. Yes.
Yeah, it's Pew Pew. This is Pew Pew for real. It's arcade Pew Pew. It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 from
Mhm.
2023. It's
Yeah.
so confusing when Infinity Ward still have like the same title from games they've done before, and now we'll have most likely a new Modern Warfare in the series game coming out later this year, which is going to be Modern Warfare 4. But anyhow, Modern Warfare 3 from 2023 is one of the few, I would say, alongside with Modern Warfare 2019 that I've talked about before, one of the
Mhm.
few newer games that I kind of still enjoy.
Mhm.
And they did a good job with this one. It was, though, interesting, the kind of same scenario that has happened now when they have released two games in this long Call of Duty series
Mhm.
within the same series, so to say. I
Yeah.
meant franchise, but the same series. And that is Black Ops 6 got Black Ops 7 the year
Mhm.
after. That didn't work out that well. Well,
Yeah.
the same thing happened in 2022 and 2023 when Infinity Ward made Modern Warfare 2 2022. It was okay, but it was the year after it actually fell into place. mostly thanks to Sledgehammer Games then, that I think, regarding multiplayer and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's things that should probably have been in the 2022 version
Mm-hmm.
came into place in 2023. With that said, the game became quite complete, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a yeah, so I like to go back and play games that I played before. And this game for me, I mean, I don't get back now and start to grind and look for camos or anything. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
to get that pew pew and have a break between all my tedious work with the stems I was talking about from my music workstation right now. But yeah, I streamed it yesterday. I had a good time. It's like it's still, a high player base. There's a lot of people still playing this. I think
Mm-hmm.
also this is one of those games that people tend to go back to that might be fatigued from the newest game,
Yeah.
like Black Ops 7 or whatever have you. So I the last couple of years I haven't played so much Call of Duty as I did before, and it has to do with a lot of things we talked about regarding the series. And but again, I think this one they kind of got it pretty well together.
Mm-hmm.
There's always like some flaws with the game, but as a whole, this works well. And they did add a lot of content. They had a
Mm-hmm.
pretty good roadmap, filled it up. And if I look back now and also look, okay, that roadmap compared to now, and especially some other games, I'm not even gonna get into Battlefield 6 because I am I'm so disappointed, to be honest, when it comes to Battlefield 6. They I don't really know what the heck they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But that is another video or podcast or topic for that sake. But yeah, so with that said, when I need that kind of a quick fix, as we talked about, just having fun pew pewing, like get in, get out, then a game like this is quite, you know,
It's good.
convenient and easy
Mm-hmm.
to just, log into and play. So it's good. It's still good in 2026 too. As said, I mean, it's a lot of people still playing across the board regarding platforms, and there's still support. And when it comes to safety, so to say, because there's been a lot of discussions whether the games are safe or not, and we're not talking about mainly like are the cheaters in the game. Yes, there's
Mm-hmm.
definitely cheaters in this game too, especially if you play a game of like Search and Destroy, a one life game mode. So that there you have more cheaters, but I'm referring to like hackers that can take over your computer and things
Ooh.
like that. Those kind of things can still happen in older COD games, unfortunately, because they haven't been backtracking and do made like changes when it comes to anti, whatever programs they're using, right? So
Mm-hmm.
from 2019, at least this is what I've learned and are supposed to believe also, that from 2019, Modern Warfare 2019,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, from there and forward, it should be a-okay. Also play the games from there on, like on PC. So yeah, with that said, no, it's good. It's still good. I mean, granted, I said before they made a good thing when they all of a sudden lowered the price for Modern Warfare 2019, which they very seldom do.
Mm-hmm.
Activision games are not that often on sale and not that aggressive sale.
Yeah.
This was only or under $6, which gave Modern Warfare 2019, which before that also, because I made videos like almost every year talking about these games, and the game was still doing well for being a soon 7-year-old game,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it got a real like a boost within the community, and I've seen a lot of, especially then Call of Duty content creators on YouTube have been
Mm-hmm.
making videos again, of course, about the game. So it's smart. It's smart because it kind of opens up the mind for, okay, yeah, Infinity Ward, yeah, the next game this year. Okay, so and that will most likely be revealed now in June, I think. That's
Mm-hmm.
usually when they start to put up the trailers and everything. So we'll see about that.
We're
But yeah,
actually heading into
that's
trailer season, as is, leading into the summer. That's usually when you'd find a lot of trailers drop for a lot of the new
true.
games. It's like Gamescom season and all that kind of stuff leading into August. So yeah, I think it's a perfect time for that kind of stuff as
It
well.
is. Yeah.
I think it's
It's
definitely
building up some,
momentum.
momentum. Definitely, that's the right word.
Hmm.
As you also said, I just want to refer to what Alex wrote. Yeah, you're perfectly right when it comes to trust between employer and employee. Yeah, that's how it should be. I've always said, also going back to the former topic, just for a second, I want to say that most of the good, like good environments at working places are when when the actual manager or CEO, whatever have you, don't have to do that much
Yeah.
because it's already there. It's already set. Everyone knows what they're supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
and if they don't, they feel very comfortable just talking about that and get advice and then move on, and it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's when people especially those that are in the lead, start to act insecure and very like dominant and
Mm-hmm.
don't trust their employees,
Yeah.
like this hierarchy thing going on, and in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, that's not productive in the long run.
Yeah. You lose a lot.
So
You lose a
it's a
lot,
balance, but yeah.
and at the same time, at the end of the day, as a when you work at a company, when you have a lot of people leave, it's not good because
No,
at the same time, every time you hire a new employee, you have to train them, you have to prepare them, you have to get them ready to do the job,
exactly.
and that
It,
takes
it's
time.
it's costs time
It's a
and
cost.
money.
It's cost. Someone has to train them. That someone could be doing
Yeah,
something else, and at the same
exactly,
time, when someone's new, there's only so much they can do. So
exactly.
yeah, definitely, it's a lose lose for everyone, and at the end of the day, for the most part, when you don't have good good management and good employers when it comes
Yeah,
to
because I think also when it comes to this, as we talked about I was looking for a word and I kind of lost my mind, but it's good when you have a place where you have some that has actually been there for a long time,
yes.
because it makes the company kind of solid and grounded, but also it's good for the new ones coming because they
Hmm.
have the experience, but they can also see, oh, he has been working or she has been working here for a long time. So that's good. That's a
That's
good sign,
encouraging. Yeah.
and yeah, it's encouraging. It's like a good culture within the company. That's
Yes.
what I was looking for, I think.
Yeah,
So,
you get to understand the
yeah.
company culture and everything like that. And that is very
Mm.
comforting to have indeed. With that
Yeah.
being said, with
Yeah.
that,
What about you then? Any football? Give it to us.
I played an eFootball
Or
tournament
yeah.
for Trinidad and Tobago, which was for representing the national team. I'm still on the national team apparently, but I lost. I com- I completely got battered. I lost my first game and then the second game.
When was this? When was
This
it?
was over the weekend. I think it was on Sunday. I was so busy. I had a
Okay.
lot of things going on. I haven't actually been practicing a lot. I haven't been putting in as much time in it. So when I went in and I played, I just lost. I played and I lost, and I was just like, oh wow, like I couldn't. I think I was playing in one game right here, and I think I was just fuming. Alex was on the bed
Yeah.
there with Emmy, and I was just fuming. I was just so upset. I was just like, ah. Like nothing's working. Everything I try isn't
Mm.
working. I haven't been practicing. I haven't had the time.
No.
It's been so busy with everything as it is. I just haven't. And even when I have had a little bit of time that I could, I haven't done it because there's a match with eFootball takes about 15 minutes to complete. And
Right.
if I start a match and someone comes and needs me for something, then I'm not gonna get to finish that
Yeah.
match. I'll lose. And so it's got to a point where I've just sort of like, usually when I do start a match, someone comes for me for something, whether my sister or Alex or the boys or someone comes in and needs me. Dad, babe, can you do this? Can you? And so at the end of the day, it got to a point where I was just like, look, I'm just not gonna jump on E. I'll just do other stuff
Right.
because if I'm reading and someone calls me, I can just put the book down and I can
Yeah,
just go
it's
do what I'm
easy.
doing.
Put
It's
it
easy.
down,
I can
bring it
come back
back
to it
up,
later.
continue reading. Yeah.
But if I'm playing E, oh, it's so difficult because I'm like, oh bloody
Of
hell,
course.
I need to take Emmy for example, and then yeah, well screw that match then, chuck the controller, whatever. Yeah, but
Yeah.
then it just means that everyone is adapting to the new metas and all that kind of stuff, and they're improving their teams. And then when I come back in, I'm like, what the frack is going on in my team? I can't get anything to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it's life for you. In the
Yeah.
moment, you're fuming. After you just sort of like, oh, well, this is what it is. So I was like, you know what, it is what it is. And then lo and behold, a message came in the next day. And I was like, hey, you know what, the team is staying as is. There are more opportunities to compete and blah blah blah. And people started
Mm.
messaging me and saying, hey, can you come around for training and all that kind of stuff. I was like, guys, look, my schedule is like this. I can only appear over the weekend if possible, and
Yeah.
you guys, we gotta schedule these things tight. Like I have to know
Yeah.
exactly when you're doing this, and it has to be kind of outside of the times that I have family stuff going on. So yeah, that's basically my eFootball right now. It's not really
Yeah.
something that I'm able to do as much as I used to.
No,
So
but
yeah,
then it's good exactly what you did to tell them. So it's, as you said, it's scheduled. You know when it's gonna fit in, and it's not gonna be too stressful to just get it in there somehow.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, it's important. It really is. Otherwise, it takes out the fun of it too.
yeah. It
If
does.
it's so.
It does indeed. Um. Uh. uh,
Yeah, but it's what Alex says is true. It's understandable that when you have a newborn, you don't really have much time for personal entertainment, which is absolutely true. I remember, it's a long time ago for me, but I do remember. You just have to. So I mean, it's priorities. It is
It
what it
is.
is.
It is. It is priorities. Granted, what I will say is, eFootball has originally started off as entertainment for me. Once I started doing esports, it became sort of like a. I don't want to say just a hobby because it's like cycling for me. It's something that I
Yeah,
do to sort of like because I'm competing. Like I'd actually
exactly,
love to win
exactly.
something and bring it home and show my kids I've won a trophy or I've
Mm.
achieved this or something. It's like when I run a race. Like I want to at least perform well and I want to get a medal. I don't want to not get a medal. So it is something that I think of in a sort of competitive way, not so much so as like if let's say for example like I'm playing Final Fantasy or something. Final Fantasy is a hobby. That's just relax. I just sit down and
Of
I'm enjoying
course,
myself.
it's a different kind of game.
It's
I
different.
totally agree. I understand as well. I
Yeah.
mean,
But
this is on another level. It's like, yeah, as you say, it's competing. That's
yeah,
basically what it is.
but Emmy does take priority. Just to be clear, Emmy does take priority. I'm just saying that
Of course.
it's not just entertainment to me. It's and anyone who's heard me when I'm playing it's definitely not entertainment because I am sort of like, oh, gotta come on, man, gotta get that pass, gotta do this, gotta do that.
Of course.
It becomes a sort of stress inducing sort of thing sometimes. So yeah. With that being said, I think we've got to the end of the podcast, have we not?
I think so too. We have something that we can wrap up, if we will,
Indeed.
here just before the Eastern holiday kicks off and everything.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
Raj,
Yeah.
want to start us off?
Of course. Yeah. As always. Yeah. I want to say thank you for watching and listening to us. I hope you had a good time. We've had a good time having you around here. So, excuse me. Take care now. Stay healthy, and hopefully you got some good tips when it comes to reading and watching and all that stuff, and maybe playing a game or two as well. So until next time, take care. Muffin and out.
Beautiful as always. So as always, you can find Raj at the number 42 at SPLESH. He streams on a Tuesday and a Sunday. That's correct.
True, but this Sunday, nada. Family time.
Ooh, he relaxing. All right, so you can find me at LP Guardian. That's LPGRDIN. I will also be relaxing with family on Sunday. With that being said, I'm actually looking forward to Friday because it's gonna be nice. I think I'm not sure what I'm gonna do on Friday, but I would like to do something with the boys. I'm not sure yet what it is. I was saying to Alex, like, you know what, we've got some cinema tickets that we need to use up. Maybe
Yeah, look at that now.
maybe I take them to the cinema. Maybe, or maybe I just
Could be.
maybe I just let Alex and Alex take the boys if she wants to go, and I stay back with Emmy so she gets a break. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
That
But
could be nice too. Yeah.
we'll plan something. Emmy can't go to the cinema, so yeah, it's gonna have to be a choice between someone staying back with her or someone going. And we'll figure something out. But anyway, looking forward to the weekend and spend some time with the family. That being said, as always, we wouldn't like you guys to miss out on every episodes of That Beautiful Life podcast. Many beautiful people like you subscribe to this podcast on Castbox, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Simply Binge.com. That's why I'm so confident they're gonna like it. I will give them for free. So as always, guys, this has been queued for your pleasure. It's a wrap. I can finally eat my food. I've been hungry this whole time.
For you. Yeah, food time for you.
I
will soon take that little walk. I wasn't able to take a walk during the lunchtime today, so it's gonna definitely be a little walkie for me.
I think that's fish.
In the evening.
It's fish. Okay.
Is it fish? Okay.